You've probably heard it 1,000 times. Oh, this guy is so smart. He's definitely going to be successful. He's so good. But let me ask you something. If intelligence guarantees success, why do so many brilliant people still struggle? Why are some of the most intelligent people in the world still broke, depressed, or stuck in a 9 to 5 jobs? You know who I am talking about. That guy you have always admired. That friend who knows everything, always gets straight A's in school, and now he works for someone else who barely passed. Or maybe it is even you. You know you are smart, but success just feels out of reach. The truth is that intelligence alone means nothing. And today I'm going to show you why smart people fail and what to do instead. Here is the common assumption. Why do we think intelligence equals success? Since childhood, we have been told that intelligence is the key to success. Get good grades, go to top universities, and life will be easy for you. It sounds logical, right? The smarter you are, the better you should do in life, obviously. But here is the problem. Success isn't a school exam. In the real world, being smart doesn't automatically make you rich, powerful, or even happy. In fact, some of the most successful people weren't considered intelligent at all. Steve Jobs dropped out of college. Richard Branson has dyslexia. Meanwhile, there are some with PhD who struggle to pay rent. So what is the missing piece? What exactly is wrong? Here is the harsh reality. Why intelligence alone leads to failures. Why smart people fail is simple. They rely too much on their intelligence. They assume knowing is enough. But here is what no one tells you. 1. Smart people overthink instead of taking actions. They analyze, they research, they plan, but they never get started. They get stuck in paralysis by analysis because they are afraid of making mistakes. Meanwhile, the less intelligent person jumps in, learn by doing, and ends up winning. Even if he fails, at least he will learn by the way. They struggle with ego and adaptability. Smart people are used to being right. So when life doesn't go as planned, they don't adjust. They keep trying and think their way through instead of adapting. Meanwhile, the less intelligent person is flexible, learns from mistakes, and pivots fast. 3. They lack emotional intelligence and people skills. Many smart people struggle with networking, persuasion, and leadership. They assume their intelligence alone will open doors, but in reality, success is about relationships. The person who can communicate, influence, and inspire others always wins. And here is the psychology of success. What actually separates winners from losers? That is the question. If intelligence alone doesn't lead to success, then what does? Let me break it down for you. Imagine two people starting a business. Person A is highly intelligent and has a perfect business plan, but is afraid of failing. Person B knows only the basics, but they take action. They talk to people, they learn along the way. Who do you think succeeds first? Is it person A or person B? Of course, person B, because real world success is about execution, not just knowledge. The most successful people aren't necessarily the smartest. They are the one who take risks and make mistakes instead of overthinking. They adapt quickly when things don't go as planned. They build strong relationships instead of relying only on their brains. Now, what exactly is the solution? How can you maximize your intelligence? Here is how to avoid the trap and actually succeed as an intelligent person. Now that you know that intelligence alone isn't enough, let's talk about what actually works. Here is what you need to focus on instead. 1. Action beats intelligence. Action, in other words, execution. No matter how smart you are, if you don't take action, nothing changes. Train yourself to execute, even when things aren't perfect. Secondly, build resilience and adaptability. The world changes so fast, it changes rapidly. If you can't adapt, you'll be left behind. Start viewing failure as a feedback, not as personal attack. 3. Master emotional intelligence and people skill. This one is important. You don't win alone. It is not easy to win alone. So this is about who you know, your network, who trust you, and who support your vision. Start investing in relationships, not just knowledge. And here is another point to buttress it. At the end of the day, being smart is a gift. But if you rely on intelligence alone, you will always be outplayed by someone with less knowledge but more action. Someone with less knowledge but more action, adaptability, and people skill. So if you are smart, if you are a smart person who feels stuck, ask yourself, am I using my intelligence to take action, or am I just sitting on my potentials? If this message hits you hard, drop in the comment section, do you think intelligence helps or hurts success? Let's talk about it.